Most investment journeys do not fail because of bad markets. They fail because of vague destinations. People enter investing with energy, ambition, and scattered advice, but without a clear answer to a deceptively simple question. What is this money supposed to do for my life? Financial celebrities who built wealth over decades learned early that goals are not motivation, they are navigation. Without goals, investing becomes reactive. You chase returns because others are chasing them. You panic because prices fall. You celebrate gains that do not actually improve your future. Goals anchor behavior when emotion tries to take the wheel. They turn randomness into direction. One of the first mistakes beginners make is confusing goals with wishes. I want to be rich. I want financial freedom. These statements feel powerful, but they are useless for decision-making. Financial celebrities learn that goals must be specific enough to constrain behavior. A goal that does not tell you what to avoid is not a goal, it is a fantasy. Real financial goals begin with time, not money. When do you need this capital to work? 5 years? 10 years? 30 years? Time horizon determines everything that follows: risk tolerance, asset selection, volatility, acceptance. Financial celebrities rarely ask how much return they want. They ask how much uncertainty they can tolerate for how long. This framing produces calmer decisions immediately. Another critical distinction is between outcome goals and process goals. Outcome goals describe results, a certain net worth, income, or lifestyle. Process goals describe behavior, saving consistently, avoiding leverage, rebalancing periodically, learning continuously. Financial celebrities understand that outcomes are influenced by markets, but processes are controlled internally. Long-term success emerges when process goals are honored even when outcomes lag. Books and biographies reveal that the most successful investors separate goals into layers. Survival goals come first. Emergency funds, insurance, liquidity. Without survival secured, all growth is fragile. Next come stability goals: steady cash flow, manageable expenses, resilience against shocks. Only after these layers are built do growth goals matter. Skipping layers creates impressive stories and devastating collapses. Another overlooked aspect of goal setting is flexibility. Life changes, careers pivot, health intervenes, markets surprise. Financial celebrities did not lock themselves into rigid plans. They built adaptable goals, clear in direction, flexible in execution. This adaptability prevented guilt when adjustments were necessary and prevented overcommitment to outdated paths. Goals also act as filters. Every opportunity looks attractive in isolation. Without goals, everything feels possible and overwhelming. Financial celebrities used goals to eliminate distractions. If an investment did not move them closer to a defined objective, it was ignored, regardless of hype. This selective blindness preserved focus and energy. There is also a psychological benefit rarely discussed. Clear goals reduce envy. When you know where you are going, other people's journeys matter less. Financial celebrities often note that comparison is most destructive when direction is unclear. Goals protect mental bandwidth by turning noise into irrelevance. Another essential lesson is that goals must be expressed in real terms, not nominal ones. I want $1 million is meaningless without context. What lifestyle does that support? In what currency? Under what inflation? Financial celebrities think in purchasing power, freedom, and optionality. Money is measured by what it enables, not by how it looks on a statement. Goals also determine risk posture. Aggressive strategies make sense for distant goals. Conservative strategies protect near-term ones. Many investors fail because they mismatch risk with timing, taking long-term risk with short-term needs, or short-term thinking with long-term capital. Financial celebrities align risk with deadlines ruthlessly. Another critical insight is sequencing. Goals are not simultaneous. Trying to maximize everything at once creates conflict. Saving for a home, building a business, investing aggressively, and maintaining liquidity may not all be compatible at the same time. Financial celebrities prioritize goals consciously, knowing that deferring some goals protects others. Books also show that financial goals become more refined over time. Early goals focus on accumulation, later goals shift toward preservation, flexibility, and meaning. Financial celebrities often describe a moment when more stopped being the objective. enough became the objective. This clarity reduced pressure and improved decision quality dramatically. Another subtle but powerful function of goals is accountability. Clear goals expose inconsistency. They reveal when behavior contradicts intention. Financial celebrities use this friction constructively. When actions drifted, goals pulled them back, not through guilt, but through alignment. Importantly, financial goals are not purely financial. They are life goals translated into numbers: time with family, creative freedom, geographic choice, stress reduction. Financial celebrities framed money as a servant to these ends, not as the end itself. This framing prevented wealth from becoming a source of anxiety rather than relief. The absence of goals often leads investors to mistake activity for progress. Trading feels productive, monitoring feels responsible, but movement without direction wastes energy. Financial celebrities learn that fewer, better aligned decisions outperform constant adjustment driven by emotion. Another insight emerges around measurement. Goals must be measurable, but not micromanaged. Constant tracking amplifies emotion. Periodic review supports discipline. Financial celebrities reviewed goals deliberately, not obsessively. This rhythm balanced awareness with calm. As years pass, goals also serve as protection against lifestyle inflation. Without defined endpoints, consumption expands automatically. Financial celebrities resisted this by tying spending to purpose, not income. They decided in advance what enough looked like and built systems to defend it. And this is where the story begins to narrow. Because once goals are understood not as static targets but as living frameworks that guide decisions across time, investing stops feeling like guesswork and starts feeling like stewardship. It is at this point, where goals shape behavior more than forecasts, that the investment journey becomes coherent, resilient, and deeply personal, unfolding not as a race against others, but as a deliberate progression toward a life designed with intention, clarity, and patience. Like a map that does not promise smooth roads, but ensures you never forget why you started walking in the first place. And this is where setting financial goals completes its transformation from a planning exercise into a lifelong decision-making system. In the second half of this journey, financial celebrities stop treating goals as destinations and start treating them as constraints. Constraints sound limiting, but they are liberating. They reduce choice overload. They protect attention. They prevent impulsive detours when markets tempt or terrify. A well-defined goal does not tell you what to chase, it tells you what to ignore. The most effective goals are translated into rules, not rigid commands, but operating principles. How much risk is acceptable at this stage of life? How much drawdown can be endured without panic? How often decisions should be reviewed? Financial celebrities convert goals into rules because rules operate when motivation fails. When markets are euphoric or brutal, rules keep behavior aligned with intention. Another critical evolution is synchronization. Goals are aligned across life domains rather than optimized in isolation. Career decisions support investment timelines. Spending supports saving capacity. Location supports opportunity and cost control. Financial celebrities understood that money is a coordinating tool. When goals across life contradict each other, stress appears. When they align, progress accelerates quietly. Over time, goals also become fewer and sharper. Early in the journey, people want many things. Later, clarity replaces accumulation. Financial celebrities often describe a moment when they reduced their goals to a handful that truly mattered. This simplification improved outcomes not by increasing effort, but by reducing friction. Fewer goals meant fewer compromises. Another important shift is how goals are reviewed. Financial celebrities do not obsessively track progress. They schedule deliberate checkpoints, quarterly, annually, at life transitions. This cadence prevents emotional micromanagement while ensuring course correction happens before drift becomes damage. Goals are living documents, not daily scorecards. The role of failure changes as well. Missed goals are not treated as personal shortcomings. They are treated as data. Assumptions were wrong, timing shifted, constraints changed. Financial celebrities revise goals without shame because identity is not tied to precision. Adaptability matters more than consistency when reality evolves. Goals also serve as protection against market narratives. When the world insists that now is the time to speculate, goals ask a quieter question. Does this serve the plan? When panic dominates headlines, goals ask another. Has anything relevant actually changed? This filtering function preserves emotional energy and reduces reactive behavior. As wealth grows, goals often shift from accumulation to preservation of freedom. More money stops being the objective. Control over time, stress, and choice become central. Financial celebrities redefine success accordingly. This redefinition prevents endless escalation and the exhaustion that comes with it. Another underappreciated benefit of clear goals is how they shape generosity. When needs are defined and secured, excess can be allocated intentionally to family, causes, or creative pursuits. Financial celebrities who planned well often gave more freely, not because they were wealthier, but because uncertainty no longer dominated their decisions. Eventually, the most mature form of goal setting emerges, designing for irrelevance, preparing for a future where money works without constant oversight. Succession, simplicity, reduced dependence on attention. Financial celebrities who reached this stage understood that the ultimate goal of investing is not engagement, but independence from constant financial concern. And so the journey resolves into a truth that is both practical and philosophical. Financial goals are not about controlling the future, they are about controlling behavior in the present. They transform investing from a reaction to markets into a reflection of values. They ensure that when opportunities arise or crises hit, decisions are already half made because the direction is clear. If this reflection resonated with you, pause and ask yourself one question. If markets were closed for the next 5 years, would your financial plan still make sense for your life? That answer reveals whether your goals are real or borrowed. Share your thoughts, and if you want to continue building an investment journey guided by clarity rather than noise, stay connected. Subscribe, follow, and return. Because the most successful investors are not those who predict best, but those who know exactly where they are going and why.